you're gonna do is hear the song and be like, damn, I went through that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's
That's
like,
viable.
and I think that's my job. So it's like, my job is to make you reconnect with it through the music and hopefully, if not, help you get through it, remind you, if you already did get through it, remind you what not to go back to or whatever the case. I always lead intentional. So it's easy to dissect because if I don't feel the same from you, then I'm off it. I don't introduce something I can't maintain. I feel that from you, I'm off it. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna think that I'm broke for a very long time.
You one of these people that don't feed women?
No. Why? Feed. What do you mean?
Me, like she don't want.
All right. Doormat. Bet. That's what you want. If you into that, you into that. I'm not really into doormat. If you feel some type of way about something, check me on it. Let's address it. Watch how you check me on it, though.
You don't even drink
Celsius?
Celsius?
It's not good for you. It's not good.
What do you mean?
Doesn't that have, what is that? I don't know what that is. I'm just saying it's not good for you.
How you know?
I don't know.
I thought it was the best one. Ginger root, green tea, carbonated filter water, caffeine, niacinamide.
I think that's where it starts. Reference to that, and it's not even an eye for an eye. You poke out my eye, I'm poking out both of yours.
You feel like that's healthy?
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
Healthy to who? To them? Probably not. To me, I have an on and off switch. It doesn't affect nothing else in my life. Literally, it's like sitting in this little pocket of when I get time to get you, I'm gonna get you. Nobody shares the story of a loser, so make sure you win. You get what I'm saying? Nobody reads the story of a loser. So if you want your story to be read, make sure you win. Bombo Clyde. Jesus Christ, my dog. Versus Bombo Clyde. Jesus.
Welcome to the ICU podcast. It is your girl. If you don't know me by now, I am Candice Chung Candino on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram.
Doesn't that have, what is that? I don't know what that is. I'm just saying it's not good for you.
How you know?
I don't know.
I thought it was the best one. Ginger root, green tea, carbonated filter water, caffeine, niacinamide.
I think that's where it started going left.
Biotin, calcium. So how you judging something you don't know?
Agua. Get you right. Maybe a Gatorade here and there.
Gatorade is horrible. That shit has red 40 in it.
So?
What you mean so?
What's Red 40?
It's a dye.
Okay.
Okay.
Where you from?
What do you mean where I'm from?
You from?
Jamaica.
You ate off the floor before.
Okay, but I'm not putting chemicals intentionally in my body. Like,
You're not.
these are things that are illegal from other countries. Like, they make the same thing, but not with the same ingredients.
So, when you rubbing these fragrances, lotions, and everything.
I don't.
Come on.
No, for real. My lotion, I changed my lotion. I changed my soap. I changed my perfume because those are endocrine. Yes. But
Okay.
once I became aware, you know better, you do better. I mean, not everybody,
that's definitely not true because cup noodles literally have on the side of them, don't put in the microwave. Half of America still put cup noodles in the microwave.
I'm not part of the masses. I don't know.
You don't eat cup noodles?
No.
Hey.
Like, even my meal prep, I would take it out of the plastic.
Hey.
I stopped using the air fryer because I saw some girl talk about her son was getting like random seizures.
Yeah.
It was the aluminum from, like, you should use a glass air fryer.
A glass air fryer.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. You can't, we live in America. Like, even the meat, I'm hearing they're injecting it with the vaccine.
So how you gonna get away from it?
Move out the
So
country
my
again.
Red 40 don't sound too bad. It don't.
I get. No, man, because it's okay. You don't drink, you don't smoke.
No.
You never drink, you never smoked.
No.
But it's like.
No, I'm not gonna say I never drunk because then I would be lying. My 21st birthday, I took a shot. But I don't drink. I've never been drunk, and I never smoked before. That's what I never did, smoke. But I'm not gonna say like I don't know what alcohol tastes like because I've had a shot of alcohol. I've had champagne on New Year's. You get what I'm saying? But it be the, let's take a toast setups. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to be the awkward one here. But if I could get my glass early enough and I could swap out the drink, I'm definitely doing that. For sure.
Okay.
But I choose not to drink or smoke. I don't have tattoos either. But
None?
that might soon change.
Why?
I think I want some.
Where?
I fake want to get my whole back done.
My boy.
I feel like if I'm going, at this big ass age, I'm 33.
Right.
If I'm going to get tats, I'm not going to get a tat right here, a tat right here.
You don't want to see how it feels first.
I feel like if I'm going to do it,
Listen.
I'm going for a particular look.
Back, rib, top of the foot, rough.
Anesthesia, knock me out, 70K.
No, that's not how it goes.
Done.
You cannot do it.
Come on.
You can't
Come
do
on. I
it.
seen it happen.
Niggas get knocked out for anesthesia for a tattoo.
You never seen that?
Who's giving anesthesia?
You never seen that?
No. I've seen numbing cream.
Jesus Christ, my dog. You better, come on now.
Anesthesia puts you to sleep.
Anesthesia put you to sleep. 7 people tatting you at the same time, getting it done.
Let me know who does that, because
The comments gonna tell you. I promise you the comments gonna tell you. I'm not lying. Comments gonna tell you.
I've never heard of that in my whole life.
Bring you down.
Tell them your name.
CEO Lee. New
Tell
York
them what
City,
industry you're
Rockaway,
in.
New York, man. The people know me, man. If you don't know me, it's CEO Lee, man. Producer, songwriter, from New York City, for Rockaway to be exact. We here, and I'm rocking out, man.
Give them a little bit of the backstory.
Where you want to start? I mean, we could start from.
College. Dropout.
Oh, Jesus. Is that what you're going to label me as? Okay, so let me explain.
If you don't finish college.
Let me explain why she said I'm a college dropout.
I didn't mean it.
Because
Like,
I don't feel that I'm a college dropout, because I left because a better opportunity besides a degree was presented to me.
isn't that Kanye's story too?
I don't know Kanye's story. I don't
Okay.
know Kanye. I know of Kanye. I look up to Kanye musically. I don't really be doing life deep diving on these celebrities and stuff. I take it for face value, what it's worth. You got dope music. I'm inspired by your work. I look into that much of you, but like I don't be deep diving into nobody. Like I don't know. I'm too self-aware of myself. Like I be having mad shit to be worried about somebody else. But that's neither here or there. College. I went to Clark Atlanta University. I actually got my music start in 2015 on the Purple Rain tour. The reason I ended up on the Purple Rain tour because I was in a class, international business. I was international business major with a minor in marketing. Professor by the name of Dr. Vest. I got a text message from my homie that said, "Yo, we could go on a Purple Rain tour. We just gotta go to the New York show. I think it played at the Hammerstein Ballroom, if I'm not mistaken. And it's like 2015. It was some merchandise that we had. Future wanted to buy it. He was like, if you pull up with it, I'll buy it from you. It was a lick in our eyes. We was like, I'm going out there to get in the mix, but I'm going out there to make this play. You get what I'm saying? And me and my business partner, Shay, kind of took that opportunity, a play, and turned it into a life-changing career. We was always smart to know that if we was around what we need to be around, we would make ourselves value players in whatever kind of system they had, and we will build and create from there. So that's how we kind of got our start through the Purple Rain tour, leaked over into the Summer 16 tour. Shout out to Uncle Twin that kind of kept us on the road with Pluto and Drake at that time. Shay wound up venturing, doing like, I think it was like the Trippie Redd tour and the Nobody Safe tour. I wound up venturing and doing the Pretty Girl Like Trap Music tour with 2 Chainz. And I feel like that's where my real industry music kind of started, because the other 2 tours, we was like flies on the wall, but we was doing merchandise. And it was like, it wasn't official tour merchandise. It was like side hustle merchandise. It's like, yo, I'm Uncle Twin, like, I'm fucking with y'all. Let me try to put some money in y'all pocket. You could do this. You get what I'm saying? But we took it for what it was, and we learned the tour life. We learned how to be on the road. We learned how to survive on the road. We learned a lot about the music industry. So when we did get placed in our own situations, like the Pretty Girl Like Trap Music tour, or when he did go on the Trippie Redd tour, we kind of knew the ins and out of production. We knew the ins and out of everything from start of show to end of show. You get what I'm saying? From load in to load out. We knew everything So those two opportunities with Pluto was definitely life changing. But my music industry start, I label it with the Pretty Girl Like Trap Music tour with 2 Chainz. Shout outs to Alan Tech for kind of believing in me. With that, I was the head of marketing on the tour, mainly for Schoolie, because you know the bigger artists already got their production show and stuff like that. But my job on tour was making an artist that he had signed to him by the name of Schoolie, like just keep bubbling city to city, building. And that was my project. And I grew that project like number-wise like 400 and something % by the time we got back off the road. And they wound up making me his manager. And it kind of took off from there. So merch turned into marketing. Marketing turned into management. I stayed over there at Street Execs until 2019. At the time, me and Shay was at Street Execs. We was doing 2 totally different things. He was more in the merch, graphics, production side of things. I was more on the management, marketing side of things. But we started formulating I don't want to say what's next, but it's like we always knew we was bigger than where we was at. You get what I'm saying? And that was a great place to be at. It's like a lot of people start there and end there, working at a label, under a label, and growing with the artist, because essentially that artist becomes your client. You get what I'm saying? And you work your way up. It's like being partner at a law firm. You eventually become partner. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, the story just wasn't written like that. Me and Shay wound up stepping away from that opportunity, that life-changing opportunity, with enough tools to start our own management and marketing company by the name of The System. And we did that 2019, 20. We had Tokyo, Vanity. We had King Bimo out of New York. And those was our 2 clients that we had took on boarding them and kind of doing our thing through the music industry. COVID happened, life changes again, everything is on hold. We here. I'm producing songwriting. I started producing and songwriting in COVID.
Self-taught.
Yeah.
How many hours you put in to feel like you really could like do this for artists? You know, they say to become an expert, you should do 10,000 hours.
I did my 10,000 hours through managing. It's like when you managing, you're doing everything. He can't come up with a line in the studio. I'm in there shouting out lines. You get what I'm saying? He can't find a melody. I start humming. You get what I'm saying? I'm doing anything and everything to help. It just so happened not to like to my own horn. I feel like I got the it factor. So it's not like I'm just saying or doing anything. It's like I'm doing the things that people want to do. I'm saying the things that people want to say. You get what I'm saying? So it just so happened to kind of click like that. But it's still a learn. You got to learn what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? And I kind of took that behind the scenes stuff that I was doing as managing, and I just started like kind of critiquing it. It's like reading up about songwriting. You get what I'm saying? Reading up about like just watching actual producers. Like if I was a producer, what type of producer do I want to be? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to be like the end-all be-all beat maker, or do I want to be the big record producer that understands that you don't gotta be the best drummer in the room to, you get what I'm saying? If you know what you going for sound-wise, find the best drummer, put him in the room with you, bust up the pile. If you know that you're not the best on keys, now can I make a beat from start to finish by myself? Yes. Can I facilitate a beat and make a banger? And I think that's what people don't.
Talk your shit.
A lot of people don't got that.
Talk your shit.
Yes.
Now, one thing about him, I have to be careful with this man because he takes every situation and puts it into art.
I do.
We be going back and forth. He like, topic for a song. I'm like, did you just use me? Yeah. Like what? I don't mind being used, you know. I don't want to be misused, but he'll definitely tell me that, and I'll be like, what the hell? Like, so have you always had this music brain? You know what I'm saying? Like some people they're born into it, like family wise. Some people they just develop it. Like what was that for you?
I just feel like I always had a creative brain. I feel like that's why I'm good at marketing too, because I always took real life situations and figured out the ins and out of it and then how to manipulate it. And I think that's where a lot of my skill come from, when it comes from like finding things or deep diving into things that people may not deep dive into and stuff like that, dissecting certain topics and stuff like that. Like really trying to figure out if you said something like what, and it made somebody cry, what was said that really moved, or what triggered that person. That's what what's triggering? You get what I'm saying? Whether happy, sad, mad, like I'll be looking for triggers. Like what's the trigger? Like you get what I'm saying? So that I always got my eye open for that. You girl start crying random. What's wrong? Oh, where he did that?
Gives music therapy.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Music therapist.
damn, he really did that?
Break it down. Let's find the root.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'm putting in the song. Because I feel you're not the only person going through it.
Never.
So
You're not the only, you're not the first, you're not the last.
if it moved you, you
Can
can
move
move somebody else. Now I just got to figure out what artist to put it on.
Do people ever get upset that you use this situation? Because I've noticed that it's only happened once, but I shared a story on a podcast, and this person was vexed that I shared. I did not disclose who it was. I didn't describe anything about the person. She don't even live in the city, but very upset over it. Do you ever experience that when you share an experience in music?
No, because by the time I put it in song format, brought in the topic so much to make it relatable to the masses. So if the information I got was literally about you, I made it about them.
So it's not really detectable
You
in
get
a sense.
what I'm saying? So only thing you're gonna do is hear the song and be like, damn, I went through that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
It's like,
viable.
and I think that's my job. So it's like, my job is to make you reconnect with it through the music and hopefully, if not, help you get through it, remind you, if you already did get through it, remind you what not to go back to or whatever the case may be. Like,
So give me your favorite projects that you've worked on. Top 3.
Top 3. The 3 that I am gonna name, I wouldn't say it's my favorite projects, but it's the projects that I definitely want y'all to go check out. Not only because the artists that's involved, I feel like these artists need every opportunity and any platform that they can get for their names to be on. You get what I'm saying? If y'all want to go deep dive, and
That's real of you, yeah.
yeah. If y'all want to deep dive and like figure out the bigger projects that I work on, just type my name in Google. The credits will come up or whatever. But project number 1, and I'm not plugging these people because they're my artists or friends or something. Like, these is dope artists. Paradise, King BMO. I feel like y'all should go listen to that. BTB Dez, any song, talented artist. BMO is too, but really go listen to Paradise and understand what we was unlocking with that record. BTB Dez, Brooklyn, New York. Shout out my brother Dez. Dope kid. Y'all probably see him on the internet streaming and stuff like that. But dope talent. Go check him out. And who else?
You said your first one.
Who? Skate. I'm bugging. And it's so crazy. You want to know what's so crazy? Skate get lost in a lot of categories because he been around for so long, but he never got over the threshold. And when Skate finally bubbles, it's gonna be crazy.
This was not pre-scripted, y'all. It's just conversations with me and
Oh,
him
yeah.
because that sounded crazy.
Yeah, it definitely did.
You know?
But she knew who kind of like just playing her records and stuff like that. Who my favorite?
It's been my friend since 2023.
Yeah, artist was, but Schoolie. And if you know, if y'all don't know Schoolie, go do your homework on Schoolie. If you do know Schoolie, then you know exactly what I'm getting at when I say this kid is unbelievable talented. I do anything in my power for Skate to give him another voice because he been using his voice for so long. Other people been using his voice for so long, and he don't never get the credit that he deserve, but he don't look for it either. So I think that's why when it happens for Skate, it's gonna be like the biggest.
Organic as
yeah,
well.
it's gonna be the biggest thing. Like a lot of people gonna be like,
Everybody be on some industry plant.
I always knew it,
Yeah.
and then a lot of people gonna be like, "Where did he come from?" You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? But yeah,
I love that. You're
it
very
happened for
supportive
Skate-
of your people.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a people person. I was in management, so my job was to believe in people. You get what I'm saying?
Speak to that a bit, like the believing in people and then believing in projects. That was a really...
It's really not the project, it's the product.
Product, sorry.
Yeah, it's the product.
That has sat with me.
Yeah, because believing in people is just
Disappointing.
It's more of a risk to reward thing.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I always felt that like if I had a formula to make $1 million, I could go make $1 million with 1 million different people. Right? You have a product, and you believe in the people.
You have a system.
You have a system, and then you go believe in the people. When you have a product, you believe in your product. You get what I'm saying? And then you are able to take this product and put it wherever you want because you know this product is gonna work no matter what is gonna happen. You get what I'm saying? And it wasn't always that with me. I always did everything to make the person the biggest thing possible and then take my system on my product and then put it on them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it, in my case, it just never worked out.
Yeah.
I seen other people's work out. It just never worked out. It just never worked out for me in management with that until I started reverse engineering that and making the product the primary and then putting that product on whoever. And also making it to where it's not even high expectations from the person no more. It's like, I need you to do bare minimum. I may need you to take a picture. I may need you to say 4 words. Literally the product is gonna sell. You're literally just like the gas. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna gas like everything else. It's like if you starting a fire and you take lighter fluid and it's like they're the lighter fluid, but the fire was already started.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So how did you create that system? Like, how did you cultivate that? Because we were talking about how you can have a business but not have system. Really, you don't have a business. You're a hustler.
You're a hustler, for sure.
So you know how to make money, but you don't have systems that are duplicatable.
Yeah.
So how did you figure that out, and how did you create a system around that?
Trial and error and knowing what works for me. Understanding when something is wrong, what to fix, how to fix it, taking accountability. It's so many things that go into building out a system. You get what I'm saying? It's like you can't play the blame game when you're building out a system. If something failed, figure out what failed and address it, fix it, and let's try this again. I'm really not a plan B through Z type of person. I'm a plan A person, and if plan A don't work, I gotta figure out how to make plan A work. Like, I don't be having other plans. It'd be like, this didn't work.
Gotta make this work.
Why didn't it work? Let's figure out why it didn't work, then let's get right back on plan A. You get what I'm saying? So I never believed in, have a plan B. For what? If you got a plan B, you might as well not even do plan A.
But people don't be wanting to bet on themselves, or like the fear of failure, or the fear of success.
I can't. If you don't got,
because people don't want to say it's my fault. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's cool.
And we are not speaking to the masses, and I understand that we are very rare human beings, but that's what the masses be going through.
Yeah.
It's like you got to make everything your fault.
I got a job for you. It's not cut for everybody. And I think that's what people got to realize. It's like everything is not for everybody. It's great employees out there.
Yeah.
Great employees out there.
Yeah.
Don't want nothing more than to be an employee. They don't want the headache. They don't want the risk. They don't want that. They want somebody to tell them what to do, how to do it, when to do it. They're going to come do their best, and they're going to go home.
And they're happy to be part of the vision, I would hope.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I know people that work at Google that make $200,000 a year. They're good. They're like, I don't want to be the CEO of Google.
Right.
I don't want to be Steve Jobs. I'm good. I go to my office. I do my tech work, my logistics. I go home. I go on vacation 2 times a year. I got a family. They're good.
Yeah.
So everything ain't for everybody. And the faster you realize that, and the faster you kind of formulate like what it is you really want, I feel like the better you'll be in life. It's like everybody not made to be the boss. Everybody not made to be the soldier. Everybody not made to be the A guy. Everybody not made, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's not made to be in front. So it's like, it's value in the back. I played behind the scenes for so long. I got here playing behind the scenes. It's value back there. I stacked so much money behind the scenes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't start really spending money until I started getting in front of a camera or in front of the scene.
Yeah.
Because now it's like you chasing.
Were you okay being on the back end, or that didn't feel like a favorable position?
I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But it becomes a thing of, I know what I want. And the people that I was putting on the front end wasn't giving me what I want. So I take myself, knowing that I'm going to give myself 100. I put out $1, I'm going to make $2.
I talk a lot about, when I help people, clarity, commitment, community, and confidence.
Yeah.
So you was clear on yourself.
Yeah. I know I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I spent $100,000 on people, and they be like, yo, why we can't do, what you mean, why we can't? We ain't make money back from the last thing we did.
Yeah.
I don't I'm not even gonna ask myself why we can't. I'm not even gonna ask myself to do something else.
So
I'm gonna be figuring out
yeah.
how to get this back real quick.
Yeah. So you've been clear, and that makes you confident in what you're trying to build.
Yeah, for sure.
And you feel committed to it because you a plan A type of person.
Yeah.
How did you cultivate the community?
Trial and error again is like all of those things build your community. The confidence builds your community. The clarity builds your community. I just didn't have clarity for myself. I had clarity for other people. Other people trusted me with their careers. You get what I'm saying? So
it's easy to see it for someone else.
You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And not even just seeing it for someone else, it's you making them see it for themselves. You get what I'm saying? And not all times you win that battle, because at the end of the day, it's not gonna work if the artist doesn't want it the most. You get what I'm saying? Because they gotta lean into it. But
you think that's a confidence issue?
I don't think it's a confidence issue.
Or a commitment issue.
It be commitment. It could be a mixture of things. Some people be happy where they at. Some people just want to be the lit person in the hood. Some people just want to be known in their city.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Some people don't want to be on the radio. Some people would rather the local promoters just know them. It's like, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's for you. I'm chasing something way bigger.
Timeless, legendary.
Yeah, it's like I'm chasing something. I know what I'm chasing, but at the same time, I know what I'm chasing. I don't know what I'm chasing. And that's
how you know you're in alignment, low key, though.
It may sound crazy, but
no,
if you
that
really
makes
sit
sense.
there and break it down, it's like I'm chasing something so big.
The vision is so big that you're just driving down the road.
It is, but I know it ain't that.
That's how I feel with this. Like I'm like, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what it's a TV show, Tyra Banks stuff, or whatever the case may be, but I know this is like, I'm on the path. I feel like when you can't see it, that's when you know you're in alignment. Because that's where God comes into play. Like where I end, God starts. So if I have an expectation for something, then by the time I even get to that, it's like, I had this expectation, but the best things come from not really expecting that and letting God do what he's supposed to do so you can feel the fulfillment that you want to feel from that. Yeah. So that makes sense.
Definitely. And it's like, you just don't know where you're going to land.
I think people always want to know, though.
Yeah.
Like they like, you know what I'm saying? Like reverse engineering, but trying to be like, I need to know how I'm going to get there. I always care about the what and the why. But like the how be messing people up. They be like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to find the people? How?
I know how you not. Asking all them damn questions. Just do the work. Lock in. You don't know where you're going to land.
We was just talking about how important execution is over thinking and dying with just ideas.
It's like, man, lock in.
Yeah.
Get out there and shoot. It's like, you
got to pull the trigger for sure.
Yeah, it's like, there's no perfect way to do it.
Yeah.
Everything that you probably want to do, trust me, somebody done did it before.
Yeah.
So if you feel like this is your way to do it, do it.
Yeah.
Shoot. But you gonna fail?
Yeah.
Scared of failing?
Not the first, not the last, not the only.
Boy, stop. Listen, too many times. Too many times. But when you win, it makes it so much better.
Yeah,
I would not want to just win out the gate. I don't know how much, because it's
the process for real.
Yeah,
that's like, character development.
I ain't go through it. Man, I just got. Is that easy?
That's never a cool hero story. Nobody want to hear about
the
Nepo baby that. Yeah. Like, no, I say that too.
Your teacher said you wasn't gonna never be nothing, right? It's like, come on, bro.
Now you need the plot for sure. You have to.
Need it.
How many times do you just do it for the plot? Because it's relatable. Like people want authenticity and relatability right now. Like I feel like the era of influencing is low-key dead. Like because people have been convinced of things that are not true.
Yeah.
And now the consumer is looking to trust and is really like looking through process. Like I need to like see what you've been through so I can see what's relatable so I can, you know what I'm saying? Like feel aligned with that.
I feel like
it's not just falling for everything anymore.
I feel like the tricking is out of the equation because everything is exposed. And then we're in the day and age where like live streaming is the thing now. So it ain't no post-production on the live.
Damn,
thing.
I should be doing that right now.
You know what I'm saying? It's live cut.
That's very true.
And you gonna get what you gonna get.
Yeah.
It's like whatever is going. If you don't know how to have a conversation,
There's no
if you
filter.
stumbling over words, you just gonna be on live stumbling over words. If you can't, if you, they ask you to raise your hand and read out loud and you can't read, you're cooked. You get what I'm saying? But that's the time that we in. And I feel like the people that's winning in that space embrace all aspects of authenticity. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna be them on that camera gonna come on, they're gonna forget that camera on, and they're just gonna be them.
Yeah.
And those are the people that's winning in that space for sure.
Let me get into your wellness routine being in this industry. You got a specific like morning routine, you know, you put you do the bowl with the ice.
I'm not that I ain't that guy, just because I don't know how my schedule's gonna be. So like, my routine changes as life goes on. You get what I'm saying? I'm committed to something for 2 weeks. Next 2 weeks, I'm doing something totally different. But I know what I'm doing, and I commit to what I'm doing. So it's not like something drastically changed, or I don't execute on what I need to execute on and then go to the next thing. Nah, I'm locked in on this for 2 weeks. I'm locked in on this for the next 2 weeks.
But how do you get results from that? Or what results you're just looking to accomplish your 2 weeks and be satisfied with your 2 weeks? You know what I'm saying?
It may not always be 2 weeks, it may be 3 days on something, but whatever I commit to, I do it. And I do it at a high rate. I'd be the best that I could be at it. I do it the best I could do it. If it's like, if I'm committing to running 5 miles every 2 days, I'm gonna catch my 5 miles no matter what. No matter what pops up in life, no matter what's going on, no matter how I'm feeling, I'm gonna catch my miles, because that's what I committed to doing. You get what I'm saying? If I'm committed to writing 3 songs, 4 songs a day, then that's what I'm doing. They might not be the best songs, but I'm gonna get 3 to 4 songs, ideas down. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's
how you build self-trust.
You get what I'm saying? That's the small steps that people take for granted, is setting those small goals and actually hitting them, because it's like, it's gonna compound into the bigger goal. It's like, and then whatever your vision, you know what your vision is, but if you are in line with your goals and your goals are in line with your vision, that them small goals gonna keep adding up, and then it's like, you're gonna be at that end goal before you know it.
And I know you box.
Yeah.
So how has community played into you boxing or into your wellness routine and the consistency? Because I show up for people, right? Like, I go to the gym because I know I'm about to walk in there and, oh, what's good? Da, da, da. I have coaches. Like, I have coaches for almost every aspect of my life, because they hold me accountable when I don't feel like it, or whatever the case may be. So how has community impacted you, whether it's in your wellness routine? Like, what importance does community play for you?
I mean, communities are the biggest in my personal life and in my business life. With boxing, you know, you got coaches, conditioning coaches, you got a head trainer, you got all type of aspects that come into that. So I don't do nothing by myself. I mean, when you fighting, you in the ring, is you versus.
But you still got that corner man.
But you still got people on your side,
in your ear,
coaching you, telling you what to do, telling you what not to do, telling you what to look out for. You trust them. You get what I'm saying?
I love boxing for that.
They see things that you don't see, and I'm looking at you dead in your face.
Yeah.
And they're telling me what I don't see, and I'm looking at you. So even if you just listen to that, they're telling you what you don't see when you're looking at somebody, and you got to trust them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Everybody needs that corner man for sure.
Everybody needs that. So I was fortunate enough to have that in my personal life, and in my business life. Always had that corner man that sees what I don't see, and vice versa. So community is a big thing. If you don't got one, go find one. Go build one. Go join one.
Yeah, I think it got lost in like the 2020 experience when everybody isolated themselves. I know it's a need, right? Like everyone, like you want to belong. I don't care what nobody says. Like belonging and wanting to feel seen, heard, and understood is like a human need to an extent.
Yeah.
And people have low-key like isolated themselves and like stood behind a keyboard. And if that's how you find community, that's how, you know, the internet was created so we can connect with people that are not in our direct vicinity. But I also see people just, I don't know, I feel like it's down to like not knowing themselves, so they don't know what community to join or what to look for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that kind of ties into people not knowing what they want to do.
They're not having clarity on themselves.
Who they are.
Yeah.
Because I feel like community is not hard to build. It's just when you...
To build or to join?
Build or join. Because if you look at everything as scalable, which I do, and this is like another system play, you start from the bottom.
Yeah.
You don't try to go join the most popular community in the world. You join a community that gets you and you get it. It may have 2 people in it. But now, y'all 3 people goal should be getting another 3 people. When you get that, y'all 6, figure out how to get another 6. You get what I'm saying? Then next thing you know, you have 1,000 people in your community and y'all get each other. The problem is people be wanting to join communities that they think they want to be in, or they want to be in for the wrong reasons, or they want to be in for temporary benefits, or whatever the case may be, and it just doesn't work. It don't work. You're not the dancing guy on TikTok. Sorry, kid. You're not the funny guy on TikTok. Sorry, kid.
You gotta know yourself.
You're very smart. How about saying something intellectual? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't shy away from that, because it's a community out there for that.
But you gotta have that confidence. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be clear. You gotta have the confidence.
You gotta know what you want. And I'm in no place to tell y'all what to do or what not to do, because I'm a person that feel like I can do a lot, and I do a lot of things good, and I do a lot of things great. And I feel like I consider myself a master at certain things. But that's just me being like, I'm on a different type of locked in than people. It's like, I sacrifice a lot. I commit to a lot. And my face card is like the most important thing to me. So when I commit to something or someone, business-wise and stuff like that, I get it done.
You set on it.
Yeah, it's like.
And I feel that too.
I sacrifice my well-being can be at stake.
What?
If I'm lying, I'm flying.
That's crazy though, because how you're gonna put your well-being how are you supposed to operate it if your well-being is at stake? Your health is wealth.
And this is and a lot of people may call cap or whatever the case may be, but they just probably never met anybody that ever dealt with me. I tell you, it's like I done went to the bottom of the bottom believing in people. I done gave somebody my money for my rent to pay their rent because you know what I said? I'll figure it out for them. They can't, for some reason, they can't figure it out. And I'm in a position where can't help them, but I feel like I got a better chance at figuring it out than they have a better chance. So before they get
That's very selfless of you.
You get what I'm saying?
We're in a selfish world.
But that's me. That's not for everybody. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. You get what I'm saying? And I've been in predicaments to where it's like, it bit me in the ass. It showed me like, nah, nigga, you ain't that tough. You get what I'm saying? But I had to live through that. And I don't regret none of it. I always figured it out. It may took a little time, maybe a little late. You get what I'm saying? But I figured it out. But it's like I never regretted none of that. But it's like that's me though. You know what I'm saying?
You know yourself.
I'm that type of person. Like that's how much I believe in me though. You get what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna go figure it out.
Believe in yourself.
I don't know. You may be going through something right now. You ain't got it. All right, cool.
Now you gotta know your tolerance level for certain things too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like people think, like leave the 9 to 5. And be an entrepreneur. It's okay to stay in the 9 to 5 while you do the entrepreneurial things that you want to do. Like it don't gotta be. Not everybody's cut like that.
It's actually smart.
You gotta know. Yeah, you gotta know what you're willing to sacrifice. You gotta know what you're willing to withstand. And it's like people just need to be honest with themselves. So I want to know a pivotal experience that you feel like you don't know how life would go if you made a different decision. Like for me, that's the military. If I didn't join the military, I would not be probably sitting in front of you today. I don't know what life would be. So like, what is a pivotal decision that you made in your life, and like, how did that play into? I mean, it could low-key be traumatic because a lot of us, we move through pain, right? Yeah. So I had explained to you like the trauma responses: fight, flight, fawn, and freeze. Yeah. So it could play into that as well, because also me moving to Mexico, that was a flight response. Like I was trying to be out. Like I just needed to be gone. But I needed that. Like that prepped me for Miami. I learned Spanish. Now I'm in a very bilingual city, you know? So even if it tailors to that type of circumstance.
It don't tailor to no trauma response, but one moment is me transferring the clock. Like if I didn't transfer the clock, I wouldn't have been at Clark. I wouldn't have been in Dr. Vesta's class. I wouldn't have knew my business partner shit. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't have started pursuing business minded stuff, because when I was at Springfield College in Massachusetts, it was all sports driven. It was like, you get what I'm saying? I was I got awarded. I was playing football there too. I got awarded like maroon. It's a maroon freshman trophy and stuff like that. So I was dogging in sports, and it was a D2 school. So I mean, if you into sports or you know stuff, draft just passed. How many D2 people got picked up? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like.
So going to Clark was like you don't know what life would be like if you didn't do that.
Yeah. I don't.
You feel like God orchestrated that, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like God either arranges or organizes things. And sometimes even when we mess up, it's still like, let me reroute. You know what I'm saying?
I left Springfield because of ego and boredom. And I was bored. I don't even know if that boredom is a word. It's probably not.
Boredom is a word.
Boredom, yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't say that. I said boredom.
Oh.
I'm retarded. Don't mind me. But boredom.
Fully nuts.
Yeah, fully nuts.
We be saying.
But yeah, I left
day.
Springfield because of ego. When I was a freshman, I didn't really understand what red shirt freshman meant. You get what I'm saying? So I'm dogging freshman year, but I'm not getting no tick. It's like, I mean, you're in sports, I wasn't getting on the field game day. And I'm like, how? I'm dogging your whole A team during practice all week. I'm leaving. You don't value me, I'm gone. That played a part. I didn't realize at collegiate sport level, just being ignorant to it, it's politics.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And there's nobody in my ear telling me like, yo, they probably not playing you because they want to keep you an extra year on the back end. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like, they want you to grow, they want you to learn. Nobody telling me this. So in my mind,
You're like, yo.
y'all bugging.
Yeah.
I can go play at a better school.
Yeah.
I'm dogging y'all.
Yeah.
And then it was like majority white school, 4 black people there, and I'm counting myself twice.
Okay.
You hear what I'm saying? Because count myself twice.
Yeah.
So it wasn't it just wasn't Caribbean from New York, Far Rockaway to be exact. So it's even gutter. Like it's like I'm not there. Sleep by 2 o'clock. They start partying at 8 p.m. I'm getting dressed at 12, going outside at 1:30, and I'm confused why the campus is shut down. By the time I get outside, you get what I'm saying? They drinking beers upside down on the keg. I'm like, whoa, I'm trying to catch a wine.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. You get what I'm saying? So it was a mix. So I got on the computer. I'm like, yo, I gotta go somewhere else. It's like, this is not it, bro. So it was a little bit of my ego and my pride in my way of how I got the clock, because I'm like, I should be playing. And then it was like, I gotta get out of here because this ain't for me. So I don't know what I don't know.
How has sobriety played into your development in your career?
I always had the best.
Because you're like the second, I think you're the only, Organic and you are the only 2 men in my life that like never drank, never smoked, never even felt, well, we talked about like the shot or whatever situation, but like never got drunk for real. But to withstand like peer pressure, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's what gets a lot of people. So like how were you able to like push people out the way to be like, yo, I'm not about that, and then maintain that? I
was always the leader or the trendsetter, so it was no convincing me. I was convincing everybody else. You get what I'm saying? But I never looked at nobody crazy for doing what they chose to do. If you do that, you do that. All my friends drink. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them smoke, but majority of them drink. It's like, if that's your thing, do your thing.
Yeah.
But I never did that. And my parents trusted me, so it was like I was the friend with the car because my mom's gonna give me the car when she go to work.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like I had people trusting me that I couldn't let down. It's
Look
like,
at you, responsible.
You get what I'm saying? It's like, and
People
plus,
be real irresponsible.
And plus, I needed the V. It's like, I'm not about to get drunk one night.
I'm not gonna lie, I crashed 2 Vs just off of.
That wasn't
not
me.
the one being drunk, but the other one because of rain, and I was just wilding. But not fully sober as well. Because a lot of conversation right now is, I think there's like an awakening happening. Like people are realizing, like even with the bud, like whatever's happening, how they cutting it, it's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. And my timeline is a lot of people being like, oh, I got off of gardening, and now I have dreams. Like people are coming to like realize that sobriety is important in personal development. Yeah. And I think Doechii like brought that on too. You know, she like spoke on how, it's a couple artists though that have spoken on it, but it's very rare to come across someone that's withstanded throughout the majority of their life. A lot of people, they're coming to a place of like, okay, now I want to do this because I've done this most of my life. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I mean, everybody got their vices. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't have a vice. I just don't choose to do drugs.
So like, what's your coping mechanism?
Alcohol. I work.
Okay.
It's like I'm always, and it may
very
sound
Caribbean.
It may sound cliche or cheesy and be like, oh, you just work a lot. It's like, nah, like my brain be moving that much. I'm always looking for the next. I'm trying to stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
I might die old
You don't get tired.
ahead of the curve. Like, it's like I'm always looking for what's next. It's like I'm 33, like I said. It's like this streaming. I'm trying to figure this out. The kids got it right now.
Yeah.
I know what they don't got. A lot of the big ones got it, but the ones that's figuring it out and they catching, it's like they don't got the resources or the know-how or the money, but they still bubbling. So I'm trying to figure out like what when you scale that down, because everything don't need money. And this is where people go wrong. They think everything needs money. No, if you literally take everything and scale it down to whatever the base is and start figuring out from there, you'll be in a good place. A lot of people be mad because they're jumping to something, done dump $50,000, $20,000 into something, and clueless about how it actually works. Unfortunately, kid, this is not the music industry. They don't care if you post $200,000. They don't care. These kids don't care about it. Mm-hmm. They want to laugh. They want to ha-ha. They want to clip farm. They want to, you get what I'm saying? They want to clip stuff and make it a moment for they self. It's like, this is what they enjoy doing. So you got to kind of figure things out and stay ahead of the curve. I'm always trying to stay ahead of the curve.
But how do you keep from like burnout?
Shit, you don't. When I burn out, I burn out.
So how do you cope with burning out?
So I go to sleep. Like everybody else, your body gonna tell you when you can't.
Nah, some people they get real irritated. The fight, flight, the free. You know what I'm saying?
Me, in my case, your body gonna tell you.
I dealt with that in the military a lot. Like a lot of people go into like a freeze response where they're just like they're on autopilot. That's essentially disassociation. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta kind of know yourself. Because it could be.
No, you really gotta know yourself.
Like if I'm too tired, my body will tell me to go to sleep. If I realize I'm sitting here writing music for maybe a week straight, and I listen to song number 1, and then I go and I'm 20 songs in, and I listen to song number 20, and it sounds like song number 1, I'm burnt. You get what I'm saying? I'm burnt out right now. So it's like, let me
rest.
You get what I'm saying? It's literally gonna tell you if you go back and look.
People feel guilty for resting though sometimes. Nah, do what you gotta do, right?
I can't speak on people because I don't.
I get it.
If
Me
you
either.
do, it ain't for you.
Yeah.
Do something that don't require it.
Yeah.
It's mad things you could do in life. Be a good kid. Be a good person. Just, I don't know.
Yeah. Be a good person in society, damn it, and know what works for you.
Share the next person on that's trying. It's like, it's nothing wrong being the guy that clap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, everybody wants to be. A lot of people would rather be the broke boss than the rich teammate. So.
Yeah.
What makes you feel like seen for your authentic self? Because especially the industry that you're in, it's a lot of facades. It's a lot of fake shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you're seen for your persona as opposed to like who you really are. So what makes you feel seen for your authentic self?
My work and the fact that I could do it again and again and again. It's like I would rather people know that. Like when people, it ain't no cap and lead because I seen them do it XYZ amount of times. Like I know. If somebody said that, it's like they done seen it. You get what I'm saying? So I let my work kind of speak for me. And anybody that worked with me or seen me in action or seen me just the consistency in my posts and stuff like that, it's like it's there. It speak for itself.
But who knows you for like your true self? Like you got one I feel like we show different sides to different people. You know what I'm saying? But is there one person that all around like has seen you through multiple circumstances that like they really know you?
Yeah. I mean, It's not everybody because everything is not made to be shown.
No, yeah, a lot of people. We got to compartmentalize for sure.
I can say it's not 2 people that seen the same things.
Yeah. And
I take pride in that. 1, because I'm not going to say that I don't trust people, but I understand people. You get what I'm saying? And I understand perception, and I understand leadership, and I understand, like I said, just humans in general. So it's like my business partner may know that we took a L. Nobody on the team know that we took a L though, because it ain't for them to know that we took a L. They find out that I took a L, how the hell they supposed to feel? They can't do, they banking on me to make it happen. You get what I'm saying? They following my lead. If I'm sitting here panicking, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like I willing to bet that it's not no 2 people that seen the same thing. And that's even down to my internal team with my business partner. And let's say my little sister, Monty. And I'm about to call her my assistant, but she way bigger than that. She started off as my assistant, and then she started running my whole life. So it's like, yeah, and those is my two closest when it comes to like business, and they got two different stories on me. If you sit down and talk to them, they're gonna give you two different leads. You get what I'm saying? But that's what it's supposed to be. Nobody's gonna give you the same story, but every story somebody give you is gonna be an authentic story.
The music industry is a bit rough to be with someone like you in a romantic sense.
Is it?
Yeah, you guys are around, like y'all get new
Everybody's around everybody.
No, y'all are around new people. The people are not experiencing that. People be around the same people all the time in their city. They're seeing the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all have this opportunity to literally be in the studio with a bunch of random, I don't know if they're random. I'm not in that industry, but you know what I'm saying? Like you are seeing different women every time you go somewhere. So how do you suggest that a woman deals with someone like you? Because I think that I asked you about the well-roundedness or like the authenticity, because a lot of people, they want their man or they want their girl. I mean, I don't think men do it as often, but a lot of women, they want this man to be their best friend, their therapist, their all the things. I don't really think that's realistic. I think those people don't really have friends.
Yeah.
Right? But in your case, it's like, I can understand why somebody might be a little bit insecure.
I mean, know your person, know what you got. And this is very important. Something attracted you to this person.
Right.
Know what that was. 9 times out of 10.
Sometimes it'd be wrong though.
No, listen, 9 times out of 10, whatever attracted you to this person, it's not gonna change. It's almost physically impossible for it to change, because this is 9 times out of 10 who this person is. Okay? So know your person, know what you got. If that person, like, understand that person, like when I say know, like really understand that person, like understand how I may be feeling between the months of February and April. Understand how I may be feeling between the months of the end of the fourth quarter. You get what I'm saying? Understand my off season.
Do you give women that opportunity to?
I feel like,
you know what I'm saying? Y'all be moving, y'all be clipping people quick.
If I'm locked in with a person, I'm locked in with a person. It's like, if you are around enough in the time that you are around, if you're doing what I feel you're supposed to be doing, which is learning your person, and you don't learn somebody by them just dumping a whole bunch of information on you. You learn by doing, you learn by experiencing things, you learn by watching stuff, you can learn. I learned a lot about females through shows that we watch together. You get what I'm saying? And I'll tell you a trick as a guy. You really want to know how your girl thinking, you can't really figure it out. Watch shows with her, like for instance, like these reality TV shows, and when things is happening in other people situations, ask her like how you feel about that. Like if that was you, how would you handle that? And you'll be surprised that they really, sometimes they agree with certain stuff. And then when it happened in your relationship, you be like, what? It's like, bro, she been showed you that she was on that.
Yeah.
She was laughing when shorty did that.
Yeah.
It's like, but you gotta be willing to figure it out. You get what I'm saying? Somebody's not gonna nobody's just gonna meet you and just, I'm an open book. You're not gonna do that. So
some people really be doing that.
But not to an extent. And you still not gonna get everything.
Right.
So
now there's a lot of communication is not verbal.
Exactly.
It's
so
really
it's
like body language.
You gotta really sit there and learn your person. That's the only thing I can really say is like learn your person, know what you got. It's like, because everybody has an opportunity to do what you don't want them to do. You get what I'm saying? Everybody, no matter what it is, it's like that girl could be home, you could know her schedule, and she still may have an opportunity to do something that you don't want her to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, just because you feel that music industry people have more opportunities, that's not the case. Because I know people in the music industry that don't play. You get what I'm saying? And they be
Are they older or is new generation?
I know younger and older people that do it.
Yeah.
That don't play, and they it's around them.
Yeah. No, it's always
that's something that comes with the industry. It's gonna be around.
Right.
So
it's gonna be thrown at you.
It's know your person. You get what I'm saying? It's like it is what it is.
Do you feel?
Don't pick that industry. Like nobody.
I mean you can't help your passion.
Yeah, you're gonna lose yourself trying to change somebody else. Love yourself first. If this industry not working for you, pack it up.
I don't think it's not working for you. It's like when you find a person, do you give it up?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
That's your call.
I mean, you gotta have the discipline.
You can't put that on the person that's in the industry. Because what you want,
But y'all have to choose to be monogamous.
You want them to not be in that industry because you're insecure about a situation. Now, if you have a track record of cheating and you got caught cheating and these things are still happening and it makes her insecure, then you can't just put that blame on her because
you got a track record.
You have a track record.
Yeah.
She has all right.
Right.
But you clean as a whistle.
Yeah.
And she's just speculating because of your career path. Shorty, you gotta figure it out. I can't help you with that. I'm not even gonna put myself in a mental space to think that I gotta help you.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Figure that out.
I'm just saying
not
it's really important for y'all to be clear, or for us to be clear if this person wants to be monogamous with us. You know what I'm saying? I feel like monogamy for you guys is a decision, like that you have to choose every day.
Monogamy is a decision for everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm saying, like, with y'all, it's a discipline to, I guess it's a discipline for everyone. I'm not trying to just limit it to the music industry. I'm just saying, like, I feel like people falter. You know what I'm saying? Like, when
therapists do the most cheating.
You also are you're sober. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the influence don't really impact you because you be in your right mind. So
I don't think that people, see how people, you don't own nobody. People gonna do what they wanna do.
Right.
If they do it, just dip. If you're not jacking it, just dip.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with just dipping. Let me show you.
You don't believe in struggle, love?
What? What's that?
So I have a couple of homeboys that are like, you know, they be putting their girl through some stuff, but they see it as like, yo, she really fuck with me. Like she don't want.
All right. Doormat, bet. That's what you want. If you into that, you into that. I'm not really into doormat. If you feel some type of way about something, check me on it. Let's address it. Watch how you check me on it, though.
We love an accountable man.
But let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Because when I feel some type of way, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
And let's address it how it needs to be addressed, and let's address it with problem solving. You're gonna let's address it with a solution. Let's not address it just because you feel a type of way about it and that's it.
Yeah.
And also be realistic. Yo, I don't like how you interact with females. I don't want you interacting with females. Wait, that's impossible. I'm in the music industry. I have to interact with females. But what I can do now is set boundaries on how I interact with females. I'll put up it's what you're willing to sacrifice and what you're not willing to sacrifice. And it is also what stage in life are you at? Because I could say that I tell all my female artists I gotta do morning, midday sessions with them. Because you not jacking late night, overnight session. Drinking, everything, you not jacking that. But if I'm not in a space to where I want to be in life, now you taking opportunity away from me.
Yeah.
And now it's do I pick me or do I pick you? And me personally, you don't want me to decide that.
Do you feel like a question that I have asked a couple of people is like when it comes to men, like y'all not have to, but a lot of relationships that I've noticed that have withstanded found you at the beginning of your career. And I know you said that you upfront, it's like an innocent till proven guilty type of thing.
Yeah.
But as you grow in your industry, sometimes it becomes harder to trust people that actually see you and want to be with you for who you are as opposed to what you accomplish and what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So how do you filter that out? You're like in the middle, or like what's the bigger vision?
I mean,
you're very successful, so it's like...
I'm successful because of multiple things. I'm not successful because of one thing. It's like I don't have all of my success wrapped up in the music. You get what I'm saying? So like the things that y'all see me doing, or people I be around, or the places I be, and things that I got and stuff like that, that just don't come off of music. It comes off of something that worked, and I put whatever worked into something else, and that worked, and I put it into something else, and that worked, and then next thing you know, I got 10 things working at the same time, and I get to reap the benefits of it. But I always lead intentional, so it's easy to dissect, because if I don't feel the same from you, then I'm off it. I don't introduce something I can't maintain, so if I feel that from you, I'm off it. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna think that I'm broke for a very long time.
You're one of these people that don't feed women?
No, why? Feed, what do you mean?
Like, you're not doing anything till something's done for you?
No.
Oh, so what you mean?
Very inaccurate, very inaccurate. What I mean by lead by money is like, it's a process to get certain things.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put this in simplest forms. It's like you don't start off with a Rolex. You may start off with Casio. You get what I'm saying? You may start off with a G-Shock. You may start off with just a stainless steel Swatch. It's like is steps of how you introduce things or people to things.
Nah, that's definitely how people be getting hurt. They be jumping to step 10,
Yeah, I think
thinking that people are built like them.
Yeah,
and
I
then
think that's very important. And when you introduce somebody to a new lifestyle, you kind of want to make sure that they in it for the right reasons. I make people put in sweat equity. You want to reap the benefits of this? All right, come on. Mm-hmm. I'm in the studio all night. Mm-hmm. You ain't come down here and check on me once? We'll go on vacation. What vacation? I'm working.
So what are your top 5 values? Like me, it's authenticity, integrity, humor, transparency.
Top 5? I really don't got 5. Tell you the truth.
No, I mean I have a plethora of them, but like I don't
have a plethora.
Oh, all right. So, because I got those are my non-negotiables.
Yeah,
like if that don't exist, then I can't really be a part of it. I can't be a part of it.
3 non-negotiables, but
because your values drive your decisions.
They really not I don't have. I got some non-negotiables.
What's your non-negotiables?
And level 10 lying.
So trust.
No, level 10 lying.
But that plays into trust.
Because it's different. It's like levels to lie.
Or integrity. If you lying, you don't have integrity. If you're cheating, I can't trust you.
Why you're lying really matters. It does. A liar is a liar. We get it. But level 10 lying and level 1 lying is 2 different lying. You lying over, and this is where it get, and it's crazy because this is where it get tricky because level 10 and level 1 is all based off.
What the fuck is level 10?
I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
It's all based off of how I feel about the lie. Not what the actual lie was. It's what the lie meant to me.
I need an example.
Okay. An example of
a level 10 or a level 1?
Something I would say is a level 10 lie would be that you knew something was going to hurt me. You still did it.
Yeah, okay.
You lied about it in every way. It's like premeditated.
Yeah.
You planned it not to get caught. You tried to, and then you still got caught, but you're still denying it.
Okay.
Level 10 lying. It's too many.
That translates to me as a lack of accountability.
It's too many things in there.
Yeah, that's a lot of factors.
You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
Level 1 lying is...
I say I'm in this place and I'm not really there.
Yes. I'm going to the club down the street, right? Going to the club down the street. 30 minutes pass. You leave out. You go to the next club. I come to the club down the street. You're not in the club down the street. You're a liar. How you at the club over there and you told me you was over here?
Okay.
Right?
So low-key communication.
Exactly.
I'm just telling you what I'm hearing.
Yeah. So,
okay.
But it's like, I'm going to say that you lied. Because I have no proof that you was in that club.
Yeah.
I came to that club and you wasn't at that club. And you didn't tell me that you was going to the next club, so I know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Only thing I do know is that you at that club.
Yeah.
That you told me nothing about.
So essentially, you believe that leaving out information is lying.
Yes.
I feel that way too. Because people be like, not everything is necessary to say. I'm like, if it's the context of the situation is necessary.
Yeah. But and like I said, it's all about what the lie. I mean, that lie right there wouldn't have meant that much to me. Yes, I would have been mad and I would have called you a liar about it. I probably would have fussed about it for a couple minutes and then I would have been off of it. But I wouldn't have been like, I'm off you. But if you're like literally just doing stuff to deceive and like you really think you slick, because the whole thing people don't get about me, I don't start with nobody. But I'm mad petty. And I got an on and off switch. It's like, and I stay in things just to get you back. I'm that petty. It's like, I wasn't Martin Luther King. I was the Malcolm X. Like, you slapped me.
Lick you up.
I don't know how many times. You get what I'm saying? And not physically, but it's like, you hurt
I get
me.
it. Yeah.
I don't know how, like.
You're going to get your lick back.
Lick back? You're going to need a perk 80. I don't think they make those. But that's just me. And I don't know when it's going to happen. And that's the thing, because when you got me, you got me. But when you lose me, you're not even going to know.
It's beef forever.
You're not even going to know. Because I might not leave. I might stay. I love you.
I love you. So essentially, trust, accountability, loyalty, and communication. Would you say like? Yeah, I'm just trying to label them as characteristics.
I guess you could label those, but Yeah, you
because it looks different. I definitely say the same thing. Trust to me might look different to you, but the whole point of the question is that this drives our decision making, like, and who we choose and how we vet people and how we make decisions in our life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm not mad at it, those being listed as that. And I know that like that get back thing might be, I'm like, that's weird. Just leave.
But what does that make you feel? Like, why do you do that? Like, why is that necessary to you to be petty? Why you can't let God handle it and be done?
He told me to do it. You act like I don't talk to him either.
But no, I don't feel like, what?
What you mean?
What? No, man. Like, what do you mean?
No, man, what?
Why do you feel like...
You think I had these thoughts on my own?
Nah, but...
He told me to do it. Say, get it back.
For what purpose?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you accomplish? What do you... Like, what is on the other... Because everybody does everything for a feeling, right?
Uh-huh.
We want to accomplish things for a feeling. We want to be with someone for a feeling. So... What feeling is on the back end of that you feel like accomplished? Because a lot of people get revenge.
That you feel what I felt. Because you want to know what I hate. And
How you know they gonna feel that though?
Listen.
Some people just,
you
did that?
You might be numb. You might be numb.
That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna find out though.
All right.
We gonna find out. Because you want to know what it is? And I hate this. People be like, yo, why don't you just leave? Well, they said sorry, right? It's like, there's no way that you do something to somebody and they feel some type of way about it and they express it and you be like, I understand. No, you don't.
You don't believe in karma?
You don't.
Like life just handing it to them on your own?
You don't understand. You literally saying you understand after they say they feel some type of way and you be like, yeah, I understand, I'm sorry. No, you don't. You're a liar. You want to know why? Because that person never made you feel that way. So you don't understand.
Mm.
But once I do it back to you, if you just so happen to feel the same way, now we can have a conversation about our feelings because now we're both speaking from the same level.
Mm.
We both feel the same way. You felt that pain in your chest, right? Yeah, that's the same pain.
But sometimes you're not responsible for being the lesson in the situation.
Yes, I am.
Like what? Sometimes
in my book, yes, I am.
Sometimes people have to experience things later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like how a 20-year-old is gonna receive that and how a 40-year-old is gonna receive that is two different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I don't know. I don't be trying to play God and
it's not playing God just because it might not.
Sometimes somebody gotta lose you to really get, to feel that pain. You trying to inflict something on someone don't always hit as opposed to them losing you and then later on in life realizing like, oh
yeah, I'm hurt. No.
All right, I guess
welcome to the party.
I guess pettiness never gonna die. What?
Not in my book because I don't believe in, and it's not even you having a one-up. It's like, yo, bro, you punch me, I'm punching you back, bro. You hurt me, I'm hurting you back, bro. And I'm hurting you worse.
I don't want to get on your bad side.
I don't, and it's not even, I don't want nobody to misconstrue what I'm talking about with hitting this. I'm just saying like,
No. An eye for an eye type of thing.
In reference to that. And it's not even an eye for an eye. You poke out my arm, poking out both of yours.
You feel like that's healthy?
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
Healthy to who? To them? Probably not. To me, I have an on and off switch. It doesn't affect nothing else in my life. That's literally, it's like sitting in this little pocket of when I get time to get you, I'm going to get you. It doesn't affect nothing. There's not no cancer to nothing else. I'm thinking about that all day now.
But then it's like a back and forth of like, what if that person is just as equally as petty as you? Now it's just a...
No. You can't be.
What do you mean?
Because I don't care no more.
You never met your match with that.
I don't care no more.
Once you get off...
After you did it, I don't care no more. So I'm already exiting. I just got to get you back though.
Okay.
So I'm already checked out. So you can't do no further damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already checked out. You could go low as hell. You remember how you said, it might not affect them. That's me. It ain't going to affect me. Because I already checked out. I checked out 6 months ago. It just took me 6 months to figure out what I was going to do.
You feel different because the petty gets so crazy. People be in relationships for 10 years going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Just to make the other person feel something. So it's just like, but before we go, what recommendation do you have to help someone? What's the best advice and the worst advice that you received, excuse me?
That I ever received?
Yeah, the best advice. Let's start with the good first.
Bet on yourself.
And the worst advice?
Worst advice? You could do it by yourself.
So what advice would you give to your younger self or a younger person that is wanting to enter in this industry?
After it's all said and done, you just want to say you knew it. It's like nobody...
You want to prove yourself right.
Yeah, nobody shares the story of a loser. So make sure you win. You get what I'm saying? Nobody reads the story of a loser. So if you want your story to be read, make sure you win.
Win? What do you mean by win? Is that money?
Whatever
is that...
win is to you.
Okay.
Make sure you win. You get what I'm saying? In a lot of people's eyes, Suge Knight is a loser. But in Suge Knight's eyes, he probably was like, yo, I won. I was at the top of the top when I felt like I was at the top of the top. I'm probably at the bottom of the bottom right now, but at one point in time, I won. That may just be his story. You get what I'm saying? We don't know. Your story is your story, but that's the advice that I could give you. Bet on yourself. Don't think you got to do it by yourself, and make sure that you win. No matter what you're doing, make sure that you win.
You want to tell them where to find you?
No.
Oh, I'm going to link his Instagram.
I'm out.
Yeah.